And then Nuvolari happened. That's another story.
So how did that happen? Give us the details. How did that happen?
Not a proud story, but I'll talk about it. So after my second rejection from Edifice, I was kind of devastated, and it was a hard moment for me because I thought I could have a shot because I was, if I remember correctly, I was the third one after the first application. That's when Martin Sepam got in Edifice. So I thought I had a great shot at the second try, but obviously it wasn't enough. Then yeah, one second. Okay, so what was I saying?
So the first time you said you got rejected.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
after the second time. Yeah, after the second time, I was just lost some hope, and there were other teams trying to contact me. One of them was Nuvolari, and I applied to Nuvolari because I knew other people from there. And they asked me a couple of questions. I answered them. Great bunch of guys, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things was that they asked me if a spot comes up in Edifice after they take me, after Nuvolari takes me, would I be applying to them or would I stay in the team? So I told them the Edifice thing was over and I won't leave them because I felt that way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
at the time. So later I learned that some of them said that he will leave us if an Edifice spot comes up, and some of them said he said no, so he don't go, won't leave us. And at the end, I got into Nuvolari, and it was great. They had a Telegram chat. We had the morning news every day.
So what's this morning news? What's this about?
Not news, but nudes, I must say.
Oh, morning nudes.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough then. Why'd you leave that there? That was so good.
Yeah. I don't have a word for that. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, the people are still good, and I feel awful the way I left because of the way I left. And 2 seasons later, an Edifice spot came up again, and I low-key asked what would be my chance if I applied. I asked Edifice, and turned out they replied back positively. And I was like, I didn't even consider leaving Nuvolari when I asked that to Edifice. But when I got the positive reply, I just I was stunned. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that change in me either. So I thought about it a bit. I thought about it and I thought to myself, well, this is just a game and I should do whatever I think it is right for me to do. Does it make sense?
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
I mean, it was just a game, so it wouldn't be too much of a trouble, I thought. Maybe I was just trying to comfort myself with the thought, but I don't know.
It's understandable. It's like it's basically like getting a promotion rejected twice in your job, for your dream job, get rejected twice, and then another department of the workplace goes, look, we want you in for the long haul. Do you think you can do it? Obviously you say yes at that time because of the heartbreak and the emotions that are going through. And then obviously a couple of months later your dream job comes by and goes, yeah, do you want this job? It's not, there's not disrespecting Nuvolari at all, but
yeah, I mean, I just hate the way I left it. I mean, it was more of a thing. I mean, I felt bad for the guys that stood up for me when I first applied because they said no, he won't leave us because he said the edifice thing was over. But I was like 2 seasons later leaving for edifice,
Yeah,
and it was such a bad thing.
the timing wasn't great, and it's just
Yeah, the timing was awful. I mean, I still don't like how I did it, but at least we're now. I hope we're good with the guys in Nuvolari too. I just didn't want it to be like that. I mean, yeah, it was a
No.
hard night for me.
That's fair. It is tough giving people your word and then a couple of seasons later being like,
Exactly.
were you part of Nuvolari? Because obviously you mentioned the Ahmet thing, and I completely forgot about that. Were you part of Nuvolari when Ahmet joined?
Yes, I was.
And obviously you were there when Ahmet left.
Yes.
So how? Because I want to hear your side of. I want to hear Nuvolari's side of the story. Were you one that was opposing to Ahmet? And
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. For me, I mean, it's I mean, partially also because I think during that period of time was when I was a little bit more inactive. So I was sort of knowing what was going on, but it wasn't like I wasn't really actively looking into it. I mean, for me, it's probably would have been disappointing that he left. I think it's sort of a thing because obviously when you're in a team that sort of values loyalty in a lot of sense, you know, it can be quite a sort of like a betrayal, especially when I think quite a lot of us sort of vouch for him to stay in the team. But I mean, I think most of us have moved on. I mean, we just block him on the track probably and attempt to
but you're talking on the track there.
But I mean, no hard feelings. I think at the end of the day, it's a game, and we don't really have too much of an issue with him. No, just
yeah, understandable, because obviously, you know, during the time, obviously when he, you know, committed his future to Nuvolari, and then 2 seasons later he moves to you know, one of your rival teams. It's definitely somewhat stinging, but yeah, like I said, obviously we heard Ahmet's side of the story, how he, you know, was, you know, in love with being part of edifice and all that kind of stuff, and timing just wasn't the best. But I mean, if there's a team that piques your interest now, would you consider moving from Nuvolari at all, or is Nuvolari kind of your?
No, I think to be honest, for me, I think it'll be Nuvolari to sort of like the point that I retire from this game, because I mean, there are good teams out there as well, but I feel like it's one of those things like when you sort of join Nuvolari, and I think for me, I had this whole period of time where I was quite inactive, and they could have easily just sort of kicked me out or something. But I mean, considering they sort of stuck with me and for this whole period of time, and I mean, I sort of feel quite bad if you were to just leave the team right now, because it's like, you know, they've sort of done quite a lot for you. They sort of, I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've made it to master without their help. So
no, fair.
So yeah.